All good.
So, hello everyone. Welcome to an adaptive yoga practice. Thank you for joining me. And so, for those of you who haven't met, my name is Bobbie. I am a certified teacher, and I've had the privilege of teaching adaptive yoga for many years now. And so, one of the things that I like to share on occasion is a quote by Krishnamacharya, who is considered by many to be the grandfather of yoga. And so he said that if you can breathe, you can practice yoga. And so on that happy note, I'd like to invite you to begin your yoga practice by finding a comfortable seated position. And so it's challenging for our nervous system to calm down if we're uncomfortable in our bodies. And then if it's easy for you, bring your hands together in prayer pose. Lift your heart to your hands, bow your head to your heart. And an invitation to take a moment to set a simple intention for your yoga practice. Set your intention with one word, and we'll revisit it at the end of the practice. Release your arms down by your side, turn your palms face up, and wiggly fidget. Shake your hands vigorously. If anything I share with you today does not feel comfortable, if it doesn't feel right, come out of the pose or the movement and come back to your breathing. So if we're focused on our breath, we are practicing yoga. And so from here, an invitation to soften your gaze. Ground down through your sits bones. Lengthen up through your spine. Roll your shoulders up, back and down. Lift up through the crown of your head. And from here, we'll transition into mindful movement. As you're ready, reach your arm up to the sky. Slowly float your arm down. A gentle movement, reaching up to the sky. So maybe gently turn your gaze up if that doesn't create tension in your neck. And then slowly float your arm down. Let's add a gentle breath to the movement. On inhale, reaching up full length of your inhale. On exhale, float your arm down the full length of your exhale. It's as if on our inhale, there's a beginning, a middle, and an end point. On exhale, a beginning, a middle, and an end. Release both arms down by your side. Rest your hands on your thighs or your knees, and we'll begin the movement on the other side. As you're ready, reach your other arm up to the sky. And slowly float your arm down. A gentle movement, reaching up to the sky. Slowly float your arm down. Let's add a gentle breath to the movement. On inhale, reaching up full length of your inhale. On exhale, float your arm down the full length of your exhale. It's as if on our inhale, there's a beginning, a middle, and an end point. On exhale, a beginning, a middle, and an end. Release both arms down by your side. And this time, let's reach both arms up to the sky. Take a look between your palms if it doesn't create tension in your neck, and then return your gaze on the horizon. Fold your fingers in, pressing into the palms of your hands, or maybe placing your hands on the back of your head. And together we can shout out, I am. I can, and I will. And with a sigh of relief, float your arms down. Shoulders up, back and down just a few times. Do a little shake out. And so from here, I'd like to transition into a practice to release the tension in our neck and our shoulders. And so let's begin with simple neck rolls. So as you're ready, begin with simple neck rotations. See if you can resist the temptation to move your head to its full range of motion. Move your head in the opposite direction. So the moment we begin these gentle movements, it is a trigger for our nervous system to become more balanced, calmer. Move your head up and down as if nodding yes. On inhale, looking up, and then drop your chin towards your chest. Inhale, look up, drop your chin towards your chest. When you're ready, turn your gaze looking past your shoulder. Pause and then visualize moving your chin up and down slightly. Move your head back through center, gazing over your opposite shoulder. Imagine moving your chin up and down slightly. Bring your head back center. When you're ready, drop your ear towards your shoulder. Release your opposite arm down by your side and then pushing through the palm of your hand, reach your arm up to the sky. Slowly float your arm down. Head comes back center. Bring your palm face up at your heart center. So repeat the movement 3 more times, same side. Drop your ear towards your shoulder. Release your opposite arm down by your side, pushing through the palm of your hand. Reach your arm up to the sky. Avoid collapsing forward. Float your arm down. Head comes back to the midline. Palm face up at the heart. Drop your ear towards your shoulder. Release your opposite arm down by your side. Pushing through the palm of your hand, reach your arm up to the sky. And slowly float your arm down. So release both arms down by your side. Rest your hands on your thighs. And we'll begin the movement on the other side. Drop your ear towards your shoulder. Release your opposite arm down by your side, pushing through the palm of your hand. Reach your arm up to the sky. Slowly float your arm down. Head comes back to midline. Palm face up at the heart center. Drop your ear towards your shoulder. Release your opposite arm by your side, pushing through the palm of your hand. Reach your arm up. Slowly float your arm down. So 2 more times. Drop your ear towards your shoulder. Release your opposite arm by your side, pushing through the palm of your hand. Reach your arm up. Slowly float your arm down. Drop your ear towards your shoulder. Release your opposite arm by your side. Gentle movement. Reaching up to the sky. Slowly float your arm down. Release both arms down by your side. Rest your hands on your thighs. And take a moment to let your breath settle. Maybe noticing any subtle sensations. So reach your arms in front of you, palms face up. Take your fingertips to your shoulders and then stretch your palms. Fingertips to our shoulders, stretch your palms. And now let's alternate from side to side. Release your arms by your side, turn your palms face up. Take your fingertips to your shoulders, and then imagine you're drawing circles on the screen in front of you with your elbow points. And see if you can create a little half smile, like a little Buddha smile. So when we smile, it releases saliva. So we want a nice juicy mouth and juicy body. So we all know what it's like to go to the dentist. Pause anytime you'd like, and then reverse the direction. Release your arms down by your side, rest your hands on your thighs, and feel your work. Really encourage you today to sense, feel what's going on in your body. So it's not about what we look like, some perfect anatomical position. It's how do I feel? Sensing any subtle sensations. That is a diagnostic tool. And so moving on, let's stretch our palms. And then maybe make soft fists. Stretch your palms, soft fists. Stretch, soft fists. Circle your wrists in one direction. Circle your wrists in the opposite direction. Maybe noticing, can you feel one wrist more than the other? Imagine you're playing piano. So we're getting the synovial fluid. Mother Nature's WD-40 flowing into all the little joints in our hands. Turn your palms face up. Circle your thumbs in one direction. Circle in the opposite direction. Micro movements, visualizing the movement, focusing on what we can do. Interlace your fingers loosely, or maybe taking hold of your elbows if you prefer. And then imagine you're drawing the infinity symbol. So when we move with our breath, magical things happen. Reverse the direction. So I don't know if you can hear a little banging in the background. That's my bunny rabbit throwing a piece of wood around. So Evie, my bunny, beloved bunny. Release your hands, reach your arms up to the sky. So stretch into the stretch. Get bigger in space. We tend to shrink. Fold your fingers in, press into the palms of your hands, or maybe placing your hands on the back of your head. And this time together we can shout out, we are, we can, and we will. And with this sigh of relief, float your arms down. Rest your hands on your thighs, palm up or down as desired. Let your breath come back to its natural rhythm. So maybe observing the rise and fall of your chest and your belly. And so I'd like to invite you to begin to turn your gaze down towards the earth. Or maybe close your eyes softly if that feels comfortable for you. We're moving away from the busyness in our minds and more towards our heart. Allow your facial muscles to soften and release. Soften your jaw, unclench your teeth. Let there be a little space between your teeth. Soften your lower jaw. Relax your shoulders. Relax your elbows. Relax your wrists and your hands. Feel the weight of your hands dropping down into your legs. And let that give you a sense of connecting down to the earth. Let your throat soften and release. Relax your upper back. Relax your mid back. Relax your lower back and your legs. And then when you're ready, an invitation to bring a gentle awareness to your breath. And without changing anything, maybe noticing that as we inhale, things expand. On exhale, things contract. Notice, is your breath long? Is it smooth, or is your breath jagged? So breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. Or maybe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Or if it feels better for you, breathing in and out through your mouth. So if you're congested, breathe in whatever way you can. And now I'd like to invite you to see if you can begin to deepen your inhale and lengthen your exhale. So when we lengthen our exhale, it is calming for our nervous system. And then see if you can begin to smooth out your breath. So that your inhales and exhales are about the same duration and quality. At any point, if you notice your mind gets distracted and wants to wander off, know that that's okay. That is the nature of our mind. Simply bring your awareness back to your breath. And now I'd like to invite you to see if you can add a quality of softness to your breath. So you can imagine that you're petting your favorite fur kid, or maybe that you just tasted something delicious. And bring that same softness to areas of your body that you feel are too tight or knotted. So if you'd like to add a gentle swaying movement to your breathing exercise, this can be calming for our nervous system. And at any point, if you notice your mind gets distracted and wants to wander off, you bring a gentle awareness to the sounds around you. So I can hear the sound of a lawnmower off in the distance. I can hear the ticking of the old clock in my living room. Maybe noticing the gentle tone of my voice, and then in a loving way, bring your awareness back to your breath. Your old friend, your breath. And wherever you are in your breath cycle, let your breath come back to its natural rhythm. your natural rhythm. Maybe observing the rise and fall of your chest and your belly. Drop your chin towards your chest and then gradually blink your eyes. So notice if you felt a subtle shift in your energy. And so when we practice mindful breathing, in a way, it is like a bridge between our mind and our body. And so arms by your side, turn your palms face up. And again, wiggly fidget, shake your hands through your sleeve. So at this time, I'd like to invite you to walk your hips forward in the chair, if that's possible. And so come forward about 2/3 of the way. If you are needing or wanting the chair, the back of the chair for support today, honor that. And so yoga meets us exactly where we are. And so let's repose. Our spine is long, front body is soft. And then an invitation to push down through one foot and then push down through the other. So it might be an energetic pressing down. Maybe noticing, can you feel one foot more than the other? And so going down to go up, and roll your shoulders up, back and down just a few times. Tuck your chin in slightly to release the back of your neck. And then bring your hands together in prayer pose if this is easy for you to do. Or it might feel better to place your hands on your Buddha belly. And so we never forfeit balance to come into pose or movement. So choose whatever hand placement works for you. Then we'll transition into a practice called sun breath. So on inhale, extend your arms up and away. So warming up our shoulders, upper back, pardon me. Bring your hands back together at your heart center or your Buddha belly. Inhale, extend your arms out and away. So spread your fingers wide. And then as you bring your hands back to your heart center, make soft fists. And that movement for your hands can help with arthritis. Inhale, extend up and away, lifting your arms as high or low as you like. Hands come back together at our heart center. And so keeping this gentle movement, heart open and flowing in your own time and rhythm. If you'd like, imagine the sun at your heart center. On your inhales, as you extend your arms away, imagine the radiant light of the sun all around you. And then gather that light and bring it back inside. As a symbol of the light that's always inside us. Inhale. And then on exhale, making a humming sound if you'd like. Join me or maybe listening. Inhale. So you might notice that when we make the sound, it lengthens our exhale. Inhale. Place one hand on your Buddha belly, the other on your heart center. And maybe noticing the rise and fall of your chest and your belly. And so release your arms by your side, then rest your hands on your thighs, palm up or down as desired. And take a moment to check in. Notice, how are you feeling? And so no judgment. Notice any subtle sensations. So I'd like to invite you to reach your arm across, place your hand on your shoulder, maybe just below your ear. And we're going to transition into body tapping. So this is a practice that can be fun to do with a yoga buddy. You have someone that can help with that body tapping. And so tap from the bottom of your ear down to your shoulder. And then reach back, give yourself a pat on the back. And then tap down along your arm, to your hand. Turn your palm face up, tap up. So if the tapping feels a little too intense, of course, massage is a nice alternative. And then reach across to the other side. Place your hand on your shoulder, maybe the bottom of your ear, and then tap down. Reach back, give yourself a pat on the back. And then tap down along your arm to your hand. Bring your palm face up. Up. Bring your fingertips to the base of your skull and then tap. Reach your fingertips up to the crown of your head, tapping. Silently or out loud, we can say, wake up, brain. Wake up, brain. And then reaching in, give your scalp a little massage, like you're shampooing. And then when you're ready, bring your fingertips to your upper chest. So tapping in this area can be calming for our nervous system. However, that said, we don't want to overdo it. So let's bring our hands down to our Buddha belly. Feel free to lean back in your chair if that feels comfortable. And then massage your organs. So your liver, your stomach, soft Buddha belly. So not an easy place to get to in our culture. And then maybe leaning forward, your hands to your lower back and massage. And again, this can be a lovely practice to share with a yoga buddy. You can reach up a little higher where your kidneys and adrenal glands live. Send them some love. And then sweeping your hands forward. Inhale, let. Exhale, go. When you're ready, sweep down along your thighs, your knees, maybe reaching down, wherever you can come forward safely. Maybe you can reach down to your feet and then sweep back up. And one more time, bring that loving, healing energy from your hands along your thighs, your knees, shins, maybe reaching down to your feet, your toes, and then sweep back up. Place your hands just a few inches apart in front of you. Close your eyes softly or soften your gaze and notice any subtle sensations. And so in yoga, believe that not only do we have a physical body, but we have an energetic body as well. To notice how it feels, maybe to bring your hands further apart. And then bring your hands back towards each other. Turn your palms face up. On inhale, reach up to the sky. So maybe feeling a lightness. And then palms face down, a grounding sensation. Inhale, reaching up to the sky. The palms face down towards the earth. Release your arms by your side. Turn your palms face up, soft, bending your elbows. Reach your arms up into mountain pose. Hold your fingers in or place your hands on the back of your head. And together we can shout out, we are, we can, and we will. And with a sigh of relief, float your arms down. Whew. And a little shake out. And so let's transition into the movements of the spine. So of course we know our spine matters. And so let's begin with a practice to help find our balance. And so I'd like to encourage you, if balance is a challenge for you, have whatever device you need to keep you stable in your chair. So maybe a lap belt, a chest strap, whatever works for you. And so make sure your feet are placed evenly on the floor, on your footrest. Sits bones are sharp on the chair. Our spine is long, front body is soft. Shoulders up, back and down just a few times. Place your hands in your hip creases. And then as you're ready, hinging from the hips. So lead with the heart, not the head. Come forward in your rocking forward. And then rock back up. So an invitation to keep this gentle rocking movement flowing in your own time and rhythm. And so noticing that sometimes when we come into a forward fold, our chin wants to jut forward. Tuck it in slightly. So there's something about this gentle rocking movement that our nervous system likes. Come back to a neutral spine. Release your arms by your side. Rest your hands on your thighs, palm up or down as desired. And take a moment to notice how you feel. So from here, let's bend our spine. So I like to think tree in the wind, a gentle breeze. Sometimes it can be interesting to close our eyes as we practice these gentle movements. Slowly come on back to a neutral spine. Take a moment. When you're ready, wherever you are in your breath cycle, take an inhale through your nose unless you're congested. And then see if you can draw your sits bones towards each other. And release. Did you notice a subtle shift? So you might have felt a little lift in your chest. So subtle that it might only be apparent to you. And now when you're ready, let's get into Sufi grinds or stirring the pot. So circle forward. And then pressing your lower back towards the chair as you come back. So circle forward and then back. So this movement can feel a little strange if you're not accustomed to it. So we're going to encourage you to flow with your breath. And as you begin to feel your hips and your lower back soften and release, see if you can go a little bit deeper. So drawing your shoulders towards your knees. Of course, we're not going to go all the way down. And then reverse the direction. So bring a gentle awareness to the space in front of you. Bring your awareness to the space beside you, above you, and especially to the space behind you. And an invitation to trust that we are being supported. And then slowly come on back to stillness. Release your arms by your side, then rest your hands on your thighs, palm up or down as desired. And let your breath settle. And so when you're ready, an invitation to draw your hands in towards your hip creases. As you do, turn your gaze up towards the sky. And be careful not to throw your head back. So you'll notice your head's back too far. It'll be difficult to swallow. So we'll stay here for a few breaths or as long as feels comfortable. You might feel okay interlacing your fingers behind your back. Or maybe placing your hands, fingers spread wide on your lower back. And release. Come back to neutral spine. Drop your chin towards your chest. Let your shoulders round towards your front body. Round your whole spine. On inhale, come on back to neutral spine. Drop your chin towards your chest. Let your shoulders round towards your front body. Round your whole spine. On inhale, come on back center. And so let's come into a one arm side stretch. So sweep your arm up to the sky, straight up. Keeping your arm reaching up to the sky, soften that same shoulder away from your ear. Release your opposite arm down by your side, allowing it to relax. And then bend to the side. And so take a full breath here. Inhale. Exhale. And come out of the pose on this side. Opposite side, sweep your arm up to the sky. Soften your shoulder away from your ear. Bend to the side. So stretching from your shoulder to your arm. Extend beyond your wrist, your fingertips. Avoid collapsing forward. And slowly come out of the pose on this side. Take a moment and notice how that movement, that pose made you feel. So let's come into seated twist. So for this, I'd like you to bring your feet a little wider than outer hip bone distance, if possible. It's okay to have your toes turned outward. And I'd like you to reach your right hand over to the outside of your left knee or thigh. Left hand comes beside you on the chair or behind you. If you're in a manual chair, it might feel okay to throw your arm up over your handle. And so if you have osteoarthritis, osteopenia, bulging discs, you do not want to go any deeper than this. Otherwise, an invitation to explore going a little deeper into the pose. So we'll inhale, lengthen our spine, exhale, twist. So our head turns last. See if you can resist the temptation to move your head to its full range of motion. Let's meet back in center. Take a moment. Reach your left hand over to your right near thigh. Right hand comes beside you on the chair or behind you. So you'll notice we're already into the twist at this point, but let's see if we can go a little deeper if this is not contraindicated for you. So we'll inhale, lengthen our spine, exhale, twist. Close your eyes, softly focus inward or soften your gaze. And slowly unwind. So rock and roll, flowing in and out of the twist. Reach your arms up to the sky on an inhale, and then go into the twist on your exhale. On inhale, reach up to the sky, twist to the side. Breathing in, reach up to the sky and twist. One last time, inhale, reaching up, exhale, twist. Come on back to a neutral spine. Toe heel in if you walked your feet out a little further. Rest your arms by your side and take a moment to let your breath come back to its natural rhythm. And so let's come into a fun adapted version of sun salutations. And so make sure your feet are placed evenly on the floor, on your footrests. Sits bones are sharp on the chair. Spine is long, front body soft. Roll your shoulders up, back and down just a few times. Tuck your chin in slightly to release the back of your neck. And if it's easy for you to do, bring your hands together in prayer pose. Lift your elbows slightly. Release your arms by your side. Turn your palms face up. Soft, bending your elbows. Reach your arms up to the sky. Take a look between your palms. Notice they're facing each other. Then return your gaze on the horizon. Mountain pose. So it might feel comfortable to have your arms up by your ears. Maybe it feels better to have your arms in gold pose. Then maybe our hands come together in prayer down through to the heart. So bowing our head to our heart gives us a little nerve flossing for our neck. Release your arms by your side. Spiral your palms open. On inhale, reach up into mountain pose. Maybe our hands come together in prayer down through the heart. Release your arms by your side. Turn your palms face up, soft, bending your elbows, reaching up into mountain pose. Maybe our hands come together in prayer down through the heart. When you're ready, take hold of the underneath and the sides of your chair, hinging from the hips, rock forward. Place one hand on each knee or thigh if you'd like. Let your head hang slightly. Release your neck. On inhale, pressing down to your inner heels, lift from your chest. Come on back up. Bring your hands together in prayer. Release your arms by your side. Turn your palms face up. Inhale into mountain pose. Maybe our hands come together in prayer down through the heart. Gently twist to the side. Inhale, come on back center. Gently twist to the other side. Come on back center. Release your arms by your side. Turn your palms face up. On inhale, reach up to the sky. Hands come together in prayer down through the heart. Gently turn your torso towards your knee. And then I'd like you to float your hands over your knee. Release your arms by your side. Reach up into mountain. Palms come together in prayer down through the heart. Turn your torso towards your other knee and then float your hands down over your knee. Reach your arms up to the sky, come back up into mountain pose. Hands come together in prayer down through the heart. This time, if it's available to you and you would like, or possibly visualizing the movement, so imagination's powerful, hug your knee in towards your chest and belly. Clasp your hands behind your thigh, knee to chest pose. And release. Bring your hands together in prayer. Release your arms by your side. Turn your palms face up. Reach up into mountain pose. Hands come together in prayer down through the heart. Hug your other knee in towards your chest and belly, maybe visualizing the movement. Clasp your hands behind your thigh. It's okay to lean back in your chair, knee to chest, chin to knee. And release. And take a rest. Okay, so come on seated back in your chair. So I'd like to share two cooling practices with you. One's a pranayama practice, breathing exercise. And the other is for our eyes. So it's called palming. And so if you have a pillow, a bolster, or something you can place on your lap that you can rest your elbows on. I'm going to cue you to do so. So bring your hands together, rub your palms vigorously, energize your hands. If you are wearing glasses, you might want to remove your glasses. And then hinging from the hips, come forward. Place your elbows on your thighs. And then hover, or not hover, but cover your eyes lightly with your hands. So we're not putting pressure directly on our eyeballs. Your hands are cupping your eyes. And then close your eyes softly if that doesn't create anxiety for you. And allow the warmth, the energy from your hands to soften behind your eyes. And we'll stay here for a few breaths or as long as feels comfortable. So if you have a yoga buddy, it might feel lovely to have them place their hands over your eyes. With the intention of loving kindness, nurturing, shift your eyes from side to side to balance your brain. A little more, and then come on up, seated comfortably in preparation for a guided pranayama practice. So pranayama just means breath control. And so this breath I'd like to share with you today is called Sitali or Sitkari, depending on how we're able to do it. And it is known as a cooling breath. And so for this, the inhale is done through rolled tongue. And then just a slow exhale. Some of us are not able to roll our tongue, so it's not right or wrong. It's just the way we're made. So the alternative would be to inhale through your teeth slightly parted. And so one more alternative would be to purse your lips. So maybe imagine you're inhaling through the straw. And so we'll begin. Sitting comfortably, effortlessly upright, tuck your chin in slightly to release the back of your neck. And on inhale, sit tightly. Roll tongue or through your teeth slightly parted, and then exhale slowly. Inhale. Exhale. So if my cueing with the breathing doesn't work for you, practice in your own time and rhythm. On inhale. Exhale slowly. Place your left hand or your right hand on your left near your thigh. Place your left hand on top of your right. Turn your torso in that direction, and we'll continue with the breathing exercise. So you're welcome to add a little cat and cow movement to this if you'd like. So when you're ready, we'll begin. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Reach your left hand over to your right near your thigh. Place your right hand on top. Turn your torso in that direction. And we'll continue with a few more breaths. Inhale through rolled tongue. Your teeth slightly parted. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Come on back center to finish up with just a few more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And let your breath come back to its natural rhythm. Notice, did you feel a subtle shift in your energy? So come on back, seated comfortably for a short guided meditation. And so feel free to place something on your lap. If you'd like some support for your spine, you could put a yoga mat along your spine, roll it up. And so an invitation to rest your hands in a mudra, so whatever mudra you'd like. So I like resting one hand in the other, thumbs connect. Draw your hands in towards your hip creases. So this can give us a grounding sensation. Look down and into your heart, see what you can see. And then imagine that you are breathing into your heart. So I'd like to invite you to visualize a body of water. So it might be the ocean or lake. And then imagine a yellow moon, a full moon. And so the moon is feminine energy, yin, cooling. And then imagine the reflection of the full moon on the ocean and on the lake, reflected. And then visualize yourself laying in that reflection on the water. And then if you like, on inhale, say let. On exhale, go. Inhale, let. Exhale, go. And the moonlight is above you, beside you, below you. And come into whatever seated position you'd like to finish up your yoga practice with a guided relaxation. And so this is meant to be a deep, conscious relaxation. And so roll your shoulders up, back and down just a few times. So we're not scrunching our shoulder blades together, but allowing our shoulders to melt away from our ears. Close your eyes softly if that feels comfortable for you, or soften your gaze. Soft Buddha belly, the area between our navel and our pubic bone. Soft palms, quiet breath. Allow your breath to breathe itself. Relax your jaw. Unclench your teeth. Let there be a little space between your teeth. Soften your lower jaw. Soften around your temples. Soften the area between your eyebrows. Wide forehead. On inhale, if you like, saying let. On exhale, go. Inhale, let. Exhale, go. If it's challenging to quiet the mind, sometimes placing our hands on our Buddha belly and bringing our awareness to our breath can be helpful. Without changing anything, bring your awareness back to your breath. Thank your body again. So our bodies are the best home our mind will ever have. And now see if you can begin to deepen your inhale, lengthen your exhale. Wiggle your fingers and toes, hands and feet, waking up. Rub the tips of your fingers with your thumbs. And come on up seated comfortably to finish up your yoga practice. And so bring the intention you set at the beginning of the practice back to mind. And then let it go. And so take a moment to honor yourself for showing up for yoga practice today. Thank you to the Disability Foundation, ConnecTogether, Sasha, my host today, tech host, for providing this opportunity for us to come together. And so thank you. Notice how you feel before and after your yoga practice, questions or feedback. Love to hear from you always. And I'm going to move in a little closer so I can actually see you a little better. So Sasha, I forgot to wear my microphone today. Was the audio okay? Yeah, good.
All okay from my end. Yeah.
And for me too. Great from my end, it was perfect.
Oh, good.
I got a rocking chair now. I
Oh,
see you
lovely.
rocking.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try it out today. I just found one online somewhere.